Even some of the biggest artists have tracks that, for one reason or another, did not achieve the chart success they deserve. In this video, we'll look at 8 great singles that flopped and that I think should have done better. We'll start with Me Against the Music by Britney Spears featuring Madonna. In 2003, Britney was coming off her very successful first 3 albums, Baby One More Time, Oops I Did It Again, and Britney, which gave her 3 top 10 singles. Then she released Me Against the Music as the first and flagship single of her 4th album In The Zone on October 14, 2003. The song came about after the 2003 VMA performance, where Britney asked Madonna to do the song with her. It was her first collaboration with the music legend, so expectations were sky high. It did not perform as expected though, peaking at number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100. Spending 13 weeks on the chart. As the meeting of 2 of the most influential pop musicians of all time, it should have done better. Even though it was considered a flop at the time, it is fondly remembered now. Kiss It Better by Rihanna. After Rihanna released Work as the first single of Anti and dominated the charts, spending 9 weeks at number 1, she was looking for her next single. Then she released Needed Me and Kiss It Better at once as the second and third singles on March 30, 2016. To continue the momentum. Needed Me was the one that popped, peaking at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. But Kiss It Better was the better song for me, and for some reason it did not connect with audiences, peaking at number 62 and spending just 12 weeks on the chart. It is a 1980s style ballad with a modern twist. It was one of my favorite songs from the album. The song was nominated for Best R&B Song at the 59th Grammy Awards, but it was not able to perform on the charts. Skate by Silk Sonic. The R&B group with Bruno Mars, a pop superstar, and Anderson .Paak, an underrated musician, made their debut with their first single Leave the Door Open in 2021. The song was a huge success, spending 2 weeks on number 1 and ending 2021 as one of the most streamed songs of the year. That built huge hype for the next single from the album. Then they released Skate on July 20, 2021. When I first heard the song, I was sure that it was going to be another huge hit. That infectious groove and that feel-good sound had me thinking I was listening to a timeless classic. It was also well received by music critics. It did not perform as I expected though, peaking at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spending 9 weeks on the chart. It was not that bad, but I expected it to be a number 1 hit. Prisoner by Miley Cyrus featuring Dua Lipa. Miley started off 2020 releasing her single Midnight Sky, kicking off a new era. It was successful considering it was released at a weird time. Then she released the second single Prisoner with Dua Lipa from her criminally underrated album Plastic Hearts on November 19, 2020. It was released at a time when Dua Lipa was on fire and with a sound she is known for, so I was sure this one was going to blow up. It didn't though, really, peaking at number 54 on the Billboard Hot 100. Spending 12 weeks on the chart. The song was also included on the Moonlight version of Dua's album Future Nostalgia. The song performed well worldwide though, now reaching 753 million streams on Spotify. GUI by Lady Gaga. Gaga was in a weird era when she released her first 2 singles, Applause and Do What You Want. Then she released the next single, GUI, from her poorly received album Art Pop on March 23, 2014. It is the centerpiece to Art Pop and a standout track from the album, despite being visually stunning and having a high-budget music video, and it did not perform on the charts, peaking at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spending only a single week on the chart, then falling off. It became Gaga's lowest charting single on the Hot 100 at the time. I mean, it was a flop, but still a great song. Lush Life by Zara Larsson. It is the lead single by Swedish singer Zara Larsson from her debut studio album So Good, released on June 5, 2015. It is a great electropop banger that took over Sweden at first and spread worldwide. It is a very catchy song that gets stuck in your head for days. When I heard this song, I was sure it would become a chart topper in the US. That didn't happen though, with the song peaking at number 75 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spending just 3 weeks on the chart. Even though it flopped in the US, it was a huge hit worldwide, being streamed more than 1.3 billion times on Spotify, and the music video now exceeding 800 million views on YouTube. Stand by Eminem featuring Dido. The Marshall Mathers LP is one of the best-selling hip-hop albums of all time. The third single from the album was Stand, featuring Dido. released on November 20, 2000. It is an amazing storytelling song that paints a vivid picture with Eminem's elite lyricism. He coined the term stan for an obsessed fan. So if you call yourself a stan of any artist, you have Eminem to thank for that. It is a legendary song, but I was shocked to find out it did not perform well on the charts. It peaked at number 51 on the Billboard Hot 100, spending 15 weeks on the chart. Stan is still one of my favorite songs of all time. Out of Time by The Weeknd. To kick off his new era, The Weeknd came with 2 singles, Take My Breath and Sacrifice. Then he released Out of Time as the 3rd single from Dawn FM on January 25, 2022. It is a smooth R&B banger. That sample from the Japanese pop song is lush and comforting. It did not perform as expected though, peaking at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spending 3 weeks on the chart. I think this song deserved to be bigger. What do you think are some great singles that should have been bigger? Tell me in the comments below.